Hi, my name's Kurt and I'm here today to explain to you how to change over a combo machine from 5" to 6" and then back from 6 to 5. Before you start any of this, you want to make sure you've unplugged the power to your machine. Last thing you want is this thing to come on when your hands are in there. A couple of things you need to be aware of when you're doing this. First, you want to pull all the covers off. You see I've got the top 2 panels off here. I've also got the side panel off over here. Don't know if you can see that, but you want to pull that off so you can see everything. If you don't pull off all the panels, you're probably going to miss a step. Now the first step is we're going to pull this guillotine off. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guillotine off real quick, and then we'll get to the actual changeover. We got the 4 bolts off that hold the guillotine. We'll need to pull this cover off. I've already pre-loosened these 2 Allens so it'll come off. Set that to the side so we don't mess it up. And then it's just a matter of picking up on this and pulling out, and the whole thing will come right off. Now we've got a tool bag that comes with it. It's going to have everything in it we need. We've got some Allen wrenches, screwdrivers, and an end wrench. Now I want you to look. The first thing we see here, you see you've got a slot right here. This is for our bead roller assembly. This is how we control the up and down on the back of the gutter. So we want to loosen this up, and if you can see right here, there's a line that's etched in it. That's our marking point that shows us where we want to move it to. So we're just going to loosen these 2 bolts. Slide this whole assembly up, line it up with our little guide there, and go ahead and tighten it back down. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move these rollers right here. We've got 2 of them. Okay? So in order to get this off though, we're going to have to loosen this bar. So we're going to go ahead and loosen that bar because we're going to end up moving it anyway. Now we've got it loose and we can move everything out of our way, so it gives us a little bit more working room. So we're going to take off this bottom roller first. It's a 1/2" bolt that's holding it in. So let's go ahead and pull that out. If you see right here, you got it marked 5" and 6" with 2 different holes. Now the next thing we've got to do is we've got to pull this roller off right here. It has 2 Allens in it with red heads on them. And we have to actually just flip it over and put it right back on. Okay, so we've got our 2 little Allen set screws out of there. We're going to just take this roller off. And then we're just going to turn it over and put it right back on. Same holes. Hardest part about this is just lining up the screw holes again. Okay, so we've got that snug down. Now we can put this roller back in, and we're going to put it on the 6". It'll only fit in one spot, so you can't put it in the wrong spot. So we'll put that back in there. We'll just snug that back down. Doesn't have to be super tight, but you do want it snug. You don't want this coming loose. Make sure we're on tighten. So the next thing we want to do is we want to work on our lip box. Now lip box is right here. And if you'll see, you see this? Now it's got a little L. We've also got one on the front. So what we're going to do is loosen this and pull the whole box up and over. Okay, so we've got that loosened. So you just got to kind of grab the box, pick it up, slide it over. Okay, now that we've got it in position, we want to go ahead and tighten those back down. Now you have to have this box in the 6" position in order to change the lip bar. If you try to do it in the 5" position, you will not have enough room to get it in there. We've got some rollers at the bottom of this lip box. We've got a total of 6 different stations here. Now we need to drop all these. We've got little pins here, so we're going to pull the pin out and it'll fall down, and you just push it up till it locks back in. Every one of them. But if you don't have the cover off, you'll inevitably miss one of these stations. Okay, so we're set there. So the next thing we need to do is we need to take our lip bar out here. And if you see, we've got 2 red Allens. Those are the only 2 we loosened. Now, one of the neat things about this is it will not let you put it in backwards. You've only got one place these screw holes will line up, and it's the right way. So you can't do this wrong. So we're going to take our bar out, and we're going to loosen this little knurl nut here. and take our other bar out of this. And we're going to put this in. Now we'll put this back on here so we don't have to worry about anything. Okay, so this just simply slides in here. You line up your screw holes and you put it back in. You see we've got these 3 stations, right? You got the little pull pins, so we're going to simply pull that out, slide it over till it locks back in. Okay, so now we've done the hardest of everything. We've got both our boxes taken care of. We've got the front end of the machine. Now if you look, we've got skate rollers along the bottom here. Every one of them have got a little pull pin all the way down towards the back of the machine. So we're going to pull those out until they will lock back in. Now you have to make sure it's in there, because if you go too far, the pin will still fall. So each time you move it, pull it and make sure it's in a stationary position. Okay, so we've got all the skate rollers moved. We've moved our bar, we've done our lip box and our face box. So we're just about done. We want to go ahead and tighten this bar down at this point so it doesn't move on us. And then our last one here. Now all we've got left to do is just move our entry guides, and we've just changed this machine over from 5-inch to 6-inch. We've got all our skate rollers. If you look down, they should all line up all the way down. So if you look, we've got 4 collars here. 2 black ones on the inside and 2 black ones on the outside. Right now we're set on 11 7/8. Now to change that, all we've got to do is to loosen this right here, slide it over till it stops, tighten it back down. Loosen right here, slide it over till it stops, tighten it back down. Okay, we have just changed this machine over from 5 to 6-inch. It's pretty simple, but you need to follow the basic steps. We've got some little shoulder bolts here that help us kind of get it in place, so we don't have to hold this thing while we're trying to get the bolts in. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, now all we have left to do is put our cover back on. All right, we're ready to run gutter. We just need to put our panels back on and we're good to go.